Folks presents to you Honest Talk.
Hi folks, today we are back with one more great and leading personality, Mr. Mohan Umrodkar, Chief Executive Officer of Carnival Cinemas. A qualified chartered accountant, Mr. Umrodkar comes with over 18 years of experience in operational finance, contract negotiations, mergers and acquisitions, treasury, fundraising initiatives, financial planning, taxation, risk mitigation and designing turnaround strategies. Prior to Carnival, he was serving as Chief Financial Officer at Reliance MediaWorks Group and was actively involved in the exhibition business, which was subsequently acquired by Carnival Cinemas. He has also worked at Deloitte in the assurance practice. Mr. Mohan is an accomplished thought leader and is known to leverage his entrepreneurial acumen to overcome complex business challenges and deliver high impact, thus translating corporate vision with ease. Mr. Mohan is known for his zest in running businesses. So, let's begin our talk with our today's guest, Mr. Mohan Umrodkar.
Sir, first of all, I welcome you to in this session. Thank you so much, sir, for joining and agreeing to share your thoughts with us. We are extremely very happy to have you for today's talk, and also the topic which we have chosen is really very important in this time.
Thank you very much for inviting me, and I'm very much excited to talk to you guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. It's our privilege to have you. So, sir, moving to the topic of today's session, which we have chosen is impact of COVID-19 pandemic on cinema. Sir, as we all know, you are a chief executive officer of well-known cinema chain in India. Sir, my first question, which I would like to request you to kindly explain our viewers how this COVID-19 pandemic lockdown has impacted the multiplex and cinema hall.
So the COVID-19 impact on the cinema entertainment industry is, I would say, maximum, because we were the first one to shut the shops, and till now it's not clear, when the government is going to allow us to open cinemas and what kind of restrictions they will be imposing us when they allow us to open the cinema. And when we compare that with the international market, most of the international market has already opened up the cinema space. It's only in India still the permission is not given, or at least I would say, even if the permission is not given, there should be visibility in terms of when they can allow us to open the cinema. And the situation is really bad as far as this sector is concerned. And typically, if you see exhibition industry is actually the backbone of entire film industry, because the maximum amount of monetization of revenue happens through exhibition. And across India, there are more than 9,000 plus screens are there, and majority of them are single screen cinemas. So people are suffering. More than 5 months, millions of jobs are at stake, and we are actually.
All right, sir, you have very well explained this. Of course, this is a very serious issue. Sir, my next question to you, if you could, sir, request to you kindly explain, sir, how the livelihood at stake for millions, those who are some of type associated directly or indirectly on cinema.
See, if you see directly and indirectly, on an average in a screen, close to 15 to 20 people are working. These are the people who are actually, works within the cinema theaters, so those, and apart from that, you have a corporate team, and that team comprising of from usher to the housekeeping person who cleans the cinema, or the cinema manager, the deputy cinema manager, and including it goes up to the CEO, and everybody's livelihood has been taken a toll of that. Like some of the cinemas have taken a reduction in the wages. We at a Carnival Cinemas actually not reduce the people at first phase of the lockdown, but later on it has become inevitable for us even to remove the people. So almost close to 1,500 people have been asked to go, and at the same time we have adopted a policy of no work, no pay. So you can imagine, it's more than 6 months now with no certainty. Those people are actually in a dark. They don't know about their future, how the cinema will open, when they will open, and what kind of job opportunities will be available to them, because some of these jobs are very, very specialized jobs. Maybe once you are in the cinema industry, probably you will not able to do anything else, and those people are really, really concerned about their livelihood. And when I interact with the people, there's some of the people have been forced to take up the job which is not their domain. But of course, at the end of the day, you have to take care of your family. So it's a very tough call as far as the industry is concerned. And believe me, of this total workforce which is available or working within the exhibition industry, of course, if you consider overall film industry, the numbers will be significantly higher. And majority of them are the lowly paid people. They don't have that much of, I would say, reserves which they can dip to survive. I think it's a high time that government should consider our request. And at the same time, we are the one who are unfortunately not been given any kind of help or assistance from the government. There are no scheme, there are no, I would say, benefit which has been announced as compared to some of the developed countries. Government has given some kind of benefits or schemes to the industry, but as of now, cinema industry has not given any kind of package. What are the package are being given? They are given only to the SMEs people, which some of the large player who actually employ large number of people, they have been deprived from getting the benefit.
Of course, it is really a very serious issue, and the government should look into this. Sir, my next question to you: if suppose a cinema hall means the government orders to open, then how cinema hall are prepared for this new normal and are ready to be opened?
The cinema halls are like, you will appreciate that now it's altogether a new beginning for many of the cinema halls. It's not that you have shut the cinema for 1 month or 2 months and then you are opening the cinema. The cinema has now been shut for almost 6 months, and unfortunately, considering the situation, people initially first 4 months people were not even allowed to go out. That's when nobody has visited the cinema. Now slowly and steadily the unlock has happened, and so we are allowing some of the people are going and visiting the cinema, and we got some of the pictures of the property. The property is in a terrible shape. To reopen the cinema, to restart the cinema, it will require a huge amount of capex which need to be spent to make the cinema clean and to bring it to the working condition. And now, as you said, it's a new normal, because new normal means we have to have the tools, we have to have equipments to take care of the COVID requirement. That says, with reference to what kind of social distancing we will be following, what kind of sanitization process we will be following, because the sanitization process will be completely different. So the operation post COVID is also going to be totally different as compared to what it was earlier. Initial, at least few months, we are expecting that there won't be much of the crowd who will be coming to cinema, of course, subject to availability of content. If the content is good, people will come in the numbers, because there are people who are actually, now starved out. They are looking forward for a cinema to open. And as I said in one of my earlier talk also, it is not only about the food, shelter. It's not about roti, kapda or makan. Now it's also time for people to think about the entertainment. Many of people are suffering from the mental states, and I think when they go out with the family to watch the cinema, I think that is the time they feel better. Psychologically, it's become more and more important now that government should allow to open the cinema. Let people go out, let them interact with the people. Of course, the precaution is required, whether it is wearing a mask, sanitizations, seat distancing, how we will allow entry and exit of the people, what kind of precaution we will follow when we are serving the food. All has been taken care. There are videos which are in public domain from Carnival, from PVR, from Inox and Cinepolis, where they are showcased, that how the new operation will look like. And we just want government to consider all these factors. And like they are saying, we Atmanirbhar. you give us opportunity to be Atmanirbhar, because on one side you are saying you have to take care of yourself. There won't be any help which will be given by the government, and other side you are not allowing us to operate the business. It's a double whammy. I'm sure it's almost at a breaking point. It's high time that they should at least give us the indication that when they will allow us to open the cinema. And that is also important from the perspective of the producer, because producer cannot hold their film for such a long time. It's the uncertainty what is killing us, rather than just stopping. Even if they come forward and say, okay, you do this and we are allowing you to open the cinema by this date, in a phased manner, and of course gradually, considering the response, we can take that baby steps to go to the next level.
Indeed, sir. Whenever we have previously, means cinema was always considered as a best form of entertainment. Previously, whenever we are feeling boring and whatever, we always say that let's go to the cinema. But now the question which comes here is that because of this new normal and the COVID, because people are still fearing to coming out of their homes. So the question is, sir, can viewers return to theater once it gets open?
There are enough and more the survey which has been conducted by us, plus we all are interacting with the people. If you ask to the people, see, if you see the cinema, there is a captive audience, or I would say there are audience who like to go to the cinema. There are repeat audience. Okay, if you talk to those people, you will feel that they are missing their cinemas. Of course, even after the pandemic, it's just a matter of start. Once you allow to start the cinema, it's not that from the day one people will come in the numbers. Once the people will say, okay, many people are visiting the cinema, nothing is happening to them, then the crowd will follow. It is all about herd mentality. Before March, nobody was thought about this corona will be affecting us such a big time. It's all about herd mentality. It's all about fear psychology. I'm sure now it's the right time. People are getting bored. People know that you can't continue with this fear psychology for a long time. Sooner or later, probably the corona will become part and parcel of our life. There are people who are saying now we have to understand to live with the corona. Probably you have your safety measures in place, and hope that the vaccine comes to the market to cure people, or at least there's a medicine who can cure the people. If these two things happen, I don't think so there will be any concern as far as return of audience to the cinema. Otherwise, yes, initial 2-3 months there will be some amount of fear, but we have seen that when the government has opened the wine shop, which itself shows the kind of the frustration or kind of liking which people have. The people have gone into the numbers. When government has opened the malls are relatively full. When we talk to the mall owner, they are saying, oh, now the average occupancy is around 70%. The business is back to the 70%, and what is missing, I would say, is because of the cinema, because cinema is the anchor tenant for all this big establishment. So, moment cinema opens, I'm sure their occupancy will come back to that level, and we are not expecting that occupancy will come to the earlier level from the day one. And probably it will take 2 or 3 months, and it's all dependent on the content. If the content is good, people will come, because OTT is not the answer as far as the entertainment of the family is concerned. OTT is only a personal, I would say, mode of entertainment. Today also, the family entertainment, and I would say cinema is the most cheapest mode of entertainment, family entertainment in the India which is available. Apart from that, there's nothing. So why people will not come? Imagine psychology also suggests that you want to go out. Human being a social animal, he want to go out with his family, go and spend time. I think it's a medium where you are attached. Your full concentration is there for 3 hours of time, and that's why I don't see there's a problem of audience coming back to the cinema. Once the cinema is allowed to operate.
All right, sir. Sir, as you have talked about OTT platforms, sir, what we have seen in this lockdown time, OTT has emerged in this means rising up in this very much. We have seen that some big budget films are also released on this OTT platforms. Sir, I want to know your personal opinion. What do you believe? Will over the top streaming services OTT platform hit the multiplex cinema up to some extent?
First of all, I like to correct that there are no big budget movies which are gone to the OTT platform. As of now, whatever the films which have gone to the OTT platform are not really a big budget movie. It's only the one film of Akshay, which is the Lakshmi Bomb, which is relatively a big budget movie. Of course, the topic is totally off track, but still, it's not clear, whether it is going to get released on the OTT platform or it will go through the historical or a traditional route of first going to the cinema and then to the OTT platform. So, if you see the count, all put together, not more than 20 films has gone to the OTT platform. Every month we get close to 150 films. On an average, India produce close to 1500, 1600 films. So if you see the backlog, it's almost like, for 6 months, 150 multiplied by 6, the 900 movies. Of that, 20 movies have gone to the OTT platform. It's quite normal, because also need to understand the pain point of the producer, the guy who has invested money, produced his content, and he is not sure when the cinema will be open. Some of them may not be having a capacity because there is an investor behind each and every film. Okay, and if there is a loan, there could be some distress situation. So they wanted to get out of the situation, and they decided to go to that OTT route, which is very much acceptable. Eventually, each one of us know what's a compulsion for them. But the moment cinema will be opened, I'm sure people will follow the historical route, because the amount of revenue which film generate in this traditional model of first going to the cinema, followed with the OTT platform and the other rights, satellite right, is significantly higher than just exploring the benefit only on the OTT platform. So from the trade perspective, it is nowhere it can match the revenue. And of course, today the trend is that each and every OTT platform, they just wanted to establish themselves or want to gain the market share. That's why they are paying probably a premium for the movie. But that may not be the case on a long-term basis. Okay, a long-term basis, OTT cannot be a solution as far as the exhibition film industry is concerned. Yes, there are movies, there are content which will be produced mainly for the exhibition. The cinematic experience, what you get, is totally different when you watch the movie on the device, on a mobile, and when you watch the movie within the cinema or theater. Because when person is going to the cinema, he is having the surrounding sound, a big screen, and the entire I would say the experience of the screen which is nowadays created is unmatchable with the kind of experience you get on the OTT platform.
All right, sir. It was really a very insightful answer from your side, because this is the one of the most controversial question which we everywhere. So I think you made a very clear point that it is not going to be what general people thinks. It is totally different apart from it. Sir, my next question to you, or rather say it is most probably the last question of this session, because I don't want to take you much time. Sir, what do you believe? How much time will it take to emerge from this great close for cinema once it gets opened?
First, I will try to say, before we have to first understand when the government will allow us to open the cinema. As it look today, I think it will take at least 1.5 month notice for us to start the operation. That's mean today we are almost at the end of the September. So there is an outer chance that probably they may allow us to operate the cinema by 15th of November or maybe first of week of November. I think even if that gets achieved, I would say that's a great achievement. For that, government should make a first announcement stating that, okay, we are allowing you to operate the cinema. Please, carry out what are the precautionary measures which you guys have to do it. Because some of the guys who are running single screen and multiplexes, they have to go gather the funds and complete the restart work. So for them it's going to be very tough. And after once it start, probably a 3 month, I would say 3 to 4 months is a reasonable time to bring back the normalcy as far as business is concerned. And by the time we are all hoping that we will have a vaccine, we will have a medicine in place, and then like any other pandemic and disease, people will, because if you ask individually, each one of us wanted to get this bad time behind us, and we wanted to look forward. So nobody will like to remain within their cocoon, or nobody will like to remain saying that, okay, I will confine myself only to house. Eventually we'll all like to go out and like to go and enjoy. So as a matter of fact, I think this year, yes, it's a bad year for the industry, and probably it will continue till the March. But next year looks very promising for the industry.
All right, sir. Again, it was really a very great message from your side. Those people are still in this panic about this thing. Sir, thank you so much, sir, for joining and giving your important time. It was a healthy discussion with you over the topic. Thank you so much, sir, for joining.
Thank you very much for the talk, and I'm really making one more humble request on behalf of the entire industry and the people who are associated with the cinema industry to the government. It's our humble request. Please consider our request. There are more than millions jobs are at stake. The people are actually waiting for government approval and allow us to operate the cinema. We will do our best to ensure that all the safety measures are in place to open up the cinema. And as a good citizen, we all will be abide by the rules and regulations which will be put up by the government. But for that, I think they should trust us and allow us to open the cinema. And again, message to all the guys: don't lose your hopes. The good days are going to come. Nobody can stop us. So stay safe and stay healthy.
Of course, sir, it is really a very great concern. Sir, it was also a good message from your side. All of you stay safe, and thank you so much again, sir, for joining. It was a healthy discussion with you on the topic. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much. Nice talking to you. Thank you. Take care.
Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe.